Welcome to the Six Fix Podcast. I'm your host, Digit Murphy, here from lovely, bucolic Toronto. I am here today with none other than the Greco, Emma Greco. How are you, kid? What's happening? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing. You know, we've got all these nicknames for you. The Greco, Subban. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Subban. So Greco.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't call my players by anything else but nicknames or last names. It's just every once in a while I'll call someone by their first name. Like Brooke. Like Brooke is not Brooke, it's Brookie, right? It's Woodsy, it's T Woods, it's Shy.
Yeah.
Julie, Choo Choo Train. Who else? Greco. Anyways, I digress. So Greco, you're a pretty cool story for the T6. You know, you're one of the founding members. Tell us a little bit about your journey to. Well, we'll go backwards later, but let's go right into the T6. Tell us about how you got connected with the T6 and why.
Yes. So I got connected through, I believe it was Emma Woods or Cheyenne, probably both of them. But Shy reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you ever play for an NWHL team in Toronto?" She didn't really give me much details. And then Woods texted me and said that she had got off the phone with you and that you're a very convincing human.
Just a little.
And then I know Brooke Webster got calls. Like some people were getting calls, and I don't know which one gave you my phone number. And then we had a phone conversation, and I was really torn because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I think I knew what I wanted to do deep down. I just needed a little extra push. And then had a couple conversations with you, and then I made the decision to sign with the Six, and it was the best decision.
Best decision. We'll talk about why in a little bit. Okay, make sure we come back to that. But I wanted to get on the Woods connection because Emma Woods and Greco and Sarah Ev, Shy, we all got a common theme, and that is Quinnipiac University. And Cassie Turner, who was your coach there and played for me. So talk about how fun it is to play with Quinnipiac now and then alums and players that just got here.
I think it's so fun. I think Quinnipiac ice hockey, I think it's very unique because it honestly reminds me of our team right now, just because I think everybody like loves each other so much and everyone gets along. And that's what I felt like at Quinnipiac. Like no matter if you're a freshman or a senior, everyone was so close and we all just have this special bond. So it's like, for instance, like Woods is my best friend, but to me now she's family just because that's kind of just our connection that we have, just being roommates for 4 years in college. And then always, trying to see each other as much as we can when we're in the same city. But yeah, no, definitely adds to the experience. Playing with my old teammates is just always such a fun time.
And how much fun how much fun do we have? Like we were just talking.
We have a lot of fun.
We were like last night at practice. Like you had a great practice last night, by the way. You were awesome. You were on fire. And then like a couple of days before we were calling Sarah Ev the Flame because she was on fire. Now we call her La Flamme because she's French. But like I've just found that your stock and your game has gone up. I think you get better as you get older. You're a big force behind our victory. Like how do you I see our victory, our success. How do you see yourself? Because I'm sure you're going to be like, oh, I'm not that good. Because that's what all you players do. You're never good enough. But I think you've been great.
Thanks. No, I think, I know, and I think a lot of my teammates know that I'm not the one to score the goals or be flashy and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, no, I think, yeah, I learned this at Quinnipiac, just the importance of just your work ethic. And I try to, work hard in every practice, every game. I think, the defensive side is my forte. I
But
love blocking shots. I know, Suzanne.
but go ahead, keep talking, because
I
I
know.
got
I
some
think that
stuff to add.
I just think that's what progressed in my game is I became a little bit more offensive and taking the puck into the zone and rushing the puck. Um, I wish I was a bit better at the goal scoring part, but it's fine.
Hey,
Maybe.
last night you got one.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah. Back door.
Exactly. Backdoor on the power play.
Yep. So
Um,
no, but you just have come along so much, and I think a part of it is like we just say you be you and be better and go, just go. You're never gonna get in trouble. I think that when I first started coaching you, you were like, okay, I'm just gonna take it chill. I'm like, no, go, you go in that corner, girl. Just like Subban, and that's why we call you Subban now. Like it's not really a joke, but it's like this. I think it's a badge of honor for you. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
no, I like it. I think it's kind of like my identity of who I thought I was as a hockey player. I'm kind of like getting out of that because I thought that's kind of what I was, and I had to kind of stay in that little, stay at home defense, and that's it. Just
Mm-mm.
be aggressive. But no, like the Toronto Six has allowed me to kind of grow as a player and kind of get out of
Empowered.
my yeah, empowered, get out of my identity a bit, and yeah, that's what I think too. I honestly, I think I have gotten better every year, and which is so exciting because most girls, end after college and they kind of don't get to experience that type of growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's kind of sad, right? Because you're most college people, that's the end of their careers.
Yeah,
And they're just like 22, 23,
I
you
heard you
know?
peak at 27. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's
And
real.
I agree.
I
I
heard that.
agree. In so many ways. Like I personally don't think you peak as a woman till you're 40, but you haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
It's like you're at this point in your life where you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm done being nice. I'm not going to be on the good guy side anymore. I'm just going to speak my mind. And that's when every woman, when they turn 40 or forget 50, you're off the charts. You're like, this is how it is, Sister Blista. Anyways, I digress once again. So let's go back in time. Let's go back to young Emma Greco. Oh my God, your picture was so cute. The ones that we had on the wall. Remember those that you sent?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to see if I can send them for the podcast. When they redo this, they'll flash it up there. But talk about your childhood and how you got to play hockey.
Yeah, so I am the youngest. I have an older sister and an older brother. So my parents put them in hockey and soccer growing up. So it was my turn to start playing sports. Played soccer, loved it. Put me in hockey. I hated it.
You hated
I
hockey?
think it was just the team I was on. Um, and then I asked to quit. I was like, please don't put me in another year. Like, I want to try figure skating. Like, I just want to try
Oh, I could totally see you as a figure skater. I want the
it.
dress. I want the
Yeah,
dress.
exactly. The white skates. But they said no, and
They
they just put me in another year of hockey. And then I started to like it. And then I was like, wow, no, thank God I had another chance. Growing up, played for the Burlington Barracudas. Then I eventually went to the Toronto Arrows.
yeah.
I continued to play soccer still. I would always play soccer in the summer until probably grade 11 is when I quit soccer. And then I went to Quinnipiac and played hockey. And then I ended up actually, after my 4 years of hockey, I played 1 year of soccer
Okay.
to get my master's.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
So
was a little
you
dual.
played two sports. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's a
Thank you.
great feat. And soccer is hard. You got to
I
run a
was so
lot.
nervous because growing up, I honestly thought I was better at soccer, but I didn't like it as much
Mm.
growing up, like at the end. So I had to make a decision. And then when I was at Quinnipiac, I was trying because Kelly Babcock played lacrosse too.
Okay.
She did a
Okay.
double thing. So I was like, I know it's possible. And I was just like so nervous to try out. So I was like, I haven't played soccer in 7 years, but it worked out. I made the
Did
team.
Were you a defender or a forward?
Defender, center
Ooh,
back.
there's a shock.
Yeah, yeah,
So, wow, I didn't know that. Fun fact.
yeah.
I'm a
Fun fact.
Greco two-sport athlete, Division One. Did they give you any money? No, you walk on.
Yeah, they did. No, they did.
Oh, bonus! You must have been really good. That's awesome.
I think it
You know,
was good timing, and then it just. I was okay. I remember thinking at the beginning, I was like, it's okay if I sit on the bench. Like,
yeah,
I won't be mad. Like, whatever. I'm just
I'm on a
glad to be
team.
here.
Yeah,
I sat on the bench for the first game. Oh, the
it killed you.
competitiveness killed me. And then since soccer, there's so many games in a week. We had to practice the next day, and only the people who didn't play had to practice, and then everyone else just watches. And I was like, I cannot be here for every time. Like, this is awful.
So everyone watches, and the bench warmers play.
Yeah, it's like if you hadn't played a certain amount, because there's another game on Wednesday, so it was like such a short recovery. So
They have to
they're
rest.
rolling out, they're recovering because they just played 90 minutes, which is so long. And then
you guys
if you
are
played
like
under a certain amount of minutes, and then
you're like a scrub. You're like one of the scrubs. You're like, I can't be a scrub.
And then I started the next game I got put in, and then I got put in ever since then, and I started.
Did you like run people over in soccer?
Yes, I was the biggest one on the team.
Yeah.
Strongest.
I feel like all ice hockey players are like that when they transition to any sport. Like they're just like tanks, and you just can't take them down. I remember Tara Monzi, who played for Brown. She played field hockey, and the interesting thing about her was she was a lefty in hockey, but she was a righty in field hockey because you have to be a righty. So she would play with her stick. She would play the upside down, like the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll never forget it. She played center, the forward. Like, so you had to like hang, like you're almost like a cherry picker because you can only go. I don't know how field hockey works. It confuses me to this day.
Yeah.
Well, they would just like launch it to her, and she would just beat all the players. She was so good and so fast. She was an Olympian, right?
Yeah.
She literally ran people over. One time she ran the goalie over. It was like a race to the ball. She smashes into the goalie, and the ball keeps going by the goalie, and she just taps it in the net. And I look at people, I go, is that legal? They're like, they didn't call anything. Like, it's insane. Like, hockey players are just so strong. And the other athletes were like little bowling pins.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I could see that with you. That's funny.
Yeah.
What else? So I want to go back to your figure skating. So was your sister a hockey player?
Yes.
Okay. I know why your parents made you play hockey then. Because they weren't taking you to another sport. They're like, we're going to the rink. We're going all to the rink together. I bet you if your sister was a figure skater, you would have ended up being a figure skater and we wouldn't be talking right now.
Exactly.
I'm just thinking about the mom.
Butterfly. Yeah.
So we were coming back to the T6. Remind me, what were we going to come back to? Or did you forget to?
My decision to what?
No, we already talked about that, didn't we?
No, but it was the challenges or something.
I don't know. All right, I forget. This is how it is talking to Didge. I'm old. So let's go on to this year. Bubble. We're in Lake Placid. Bubble got burst. How was that? How's your experience at Lake Placid, first of all, and how awesome was it? Or not awesome, however you love it.
I had a great experience at Lake Placid. I loved it. Probably too much, to be honest. Like, I was so sad when it was over.
I know. And it just was like over.
Yeah, and we just like didn't know. It was just kind of like everyone's like, well, do you really think we're gonna finish it? And I was like, I hope so. Like, but I'm really glad we are finishing it. But
and like, how about the first game? I'm like, guys, what's going on here?
It was confusing. I mean, I'm pretty sure they scored in the first like 30 seconds. It was like, okay, well.
And we all thought we were going to be so good.
I know.
We thought we were going to be good, and we're like, wait, we're not good. Like, we actually have to play 3 periods, and then
so many people watched it on Twitch. I remember it was like an insane amount of people, and I was like, that was not a good representation of us.
And then the next day, we win the game, we lose the game, we tied the game, right? That was interesting. But I felt like we needed that slap in the face.
Yeah.
Right. And then after that, we were like, okay, we got this. And then we figured it out. So now how cool is it for you to be going on NBC Sports and finishing it, especially going in the top seed? What do you think?
Very cool. I'm very excited. Very excited to be on TV. I'm just excited for everyone to finally kind of see it, and especially since the NWHL couldn't finish their season last year, I think it's extra important for us to, go out with a bang and finish the season. And no, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see what kind of exposure it gets with everyone. And yeah, we're going to be in the finals.
And how cool is it to be part of the franchise, right? Like the ownership of with Miles and JoJo and John, and how they've kind of given to us like that difference in the. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot different than the CWHL.
Yeah, no, it's so different. And the CWHL we were always supported, but it was like, we're trying to figure out what we're eating on the away trip, and we get like $20 sometimes. Only sometimes we got $20. That's for the whole weekend. Where it's now, it's like if there's any issue or anything, it's like I know we can contact our ownership and they'll treat us like professionals and stuff like that.
Well, look at Lake Placid. Like you didn't want for anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got equipment people. Like how about our coaching staff? Sick coaching staff.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Doing video, and the bad news is we couldn't be in our locker room this year. That's pretty cool. You didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
They put a lot of money into it, so it's kind of cool. I love it. And then, you get Tyler as the new commissioner. She's done a great job, getting us sponsorships and everything. So,
yeah.
It's all nice. It's working out.
It's all coming together.
It is. And now so going into Boston, right? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about the first game? Psyched? Do you think we're gonna come on fire? Give us some predictions there, Greco. Subban. You have to.
Well, okay. I hope we come out on fire. I hope we don't have. I think we are going to, because we know that we do not want a repeat of Placid.
No repeat.
First game. And it's so important because it's only one. It's only one game. It's like elimination, so it's extra important for us to come out on top. But no, I think we're gonna win on 5:00 on Friday.
You're gonna pull a Mark Messier. You're gonna call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. We're gonna win.
We're
gonna win the whole thing.
I like the confidence. Well, you are Subban now. Oh yeah, we were gonna say why we call you Subban.
Oh yes. Is it because I just rush the puck all the time?
Because you're forechecking in the corner like Subban. I mean, come on. You're dumping it in. You're the first one on the puck. You're down. You are a forechecking, back-checking, side-checking machine. Offensive juggernaut. So the joke is, because I think I started to call you Subban and yelling at people, and you kept going, why is she calling me Subban? Why is she calling me Subban? I'm like, Greco, wake up. It's because you're just like PK Subban now. And now everyone says it.
I know, everyone says it now. It caught on.
All right, Tiny Hands. What do you think of the Tiny Hand dance parties? You were part of that. You started it. You started it.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. I don't even know how that song came up. But, they played it in warm-ups, and I was like, wow, that's just such a good song. And it's all over TikTok. And it's super popular, this dance that they do. And it got me hyped for the game. And at the end of the game, we won. I'm like, guys, let's play.
And you got everyone hyped after that.
And then it just spread.
So do you think that you're going to do that? I mean, people are saying, are they still going to do the dance parties? Is it going to be that song? Is it going to be a new song? I said, that's done. We could be new, we could grow something organic, or we can build. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I feel like it's going to be the same song.
Okay.
It's got it.
Same song.
Just good vibes coming in. Because, yeah, it has to be. We can't change anything now.
But the fun part about the song, though, and the way we did it was dressing in the hallway. Like, I got to see where we're going to be dressing. Like, we were dressing in the hallway.
And if we're in 2 separate rooms, we have to, and say we stay in those rooms, we're going to have to meet in the hallway anyways to do the dance.
We're going to have to do the dance. So, all right. Well, Greco, how can we find you on Twitter and TikTok or whatever you are? Like, you have like handles that you can share with the audience?
Yeah. TikTok, I don't really post a lot of videos. I'm just more of a browser.
You're a browser.
But my Twitter is Emma Grec. So it's Grec. Take out the O. And then my Instagram is MJ Grec.
MJ Grec. Okay.
Yeah, MJ Grec.
You couldn't get Emma Grec.
No. Okay. I don't know if I even wanted it. I think I just wanted a new thing.
Different.
Yeah, different.
All right. Well, that's how you find Emma Greco. I think you should change it to Subban, but that's okay. Greco Subban. And we are at the Toronto 6, although on Instagram we are at the Toronto.6. Everything else is at the Toronto 6. I don't know why I couldn't get the Toronto 6 straight on. Maybe some like person had the Toronto 6, but well, that's it. Anything to add, young Greco? Anything at all? I want to say one thing that I didn't say on the broadcast. You kind of remind me of a kid that would wear a princess dress growing up. Did you wear a princess dress?
Yes, I'm very gray.
I freaking knew it. You did.
My senior speech at college, the underclassman who's doing my speech gave me a tiara at the end.
I could see you in the tiara. I don't know why. You're a tiara gal. All right. Well, good. Well, I think we have to end it there. We have to mic drop on the tiara. All right. Well, that's it for the Six Fix podcast. Grec, thanks for being on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. And everyone watch the Toronto 6 at the bubble, at the Boston bubble, at the championships on NBC Sports at 5 o'clock, March 26th. I don't know when they're going to air this, but 5 o'clock, March 26th. If it's afterwards, hopefully we've already had a victory. If it's before, watch us. That's it. I'm Digit Murphy for Emma Greco. Bye-bye.